Do you have trouble sleeping at night? Are evil spirits trying to enter your house? Are they keeping you awake? Maybe what you need is a paintbrush? Today we're going to talk about a very southern tradition and a color called Haint blue. Some people say the word Haint came from it hain't blue and it hain't green. That's probably true, but that's not where that came from. When you visit the Deep South and you are sitting on one of those gorgeous porches on the front of the house and you look up, you're probably going to see something surprising. And that is a color similar to this. This could be considered Haint blue, although it's a pretty dark shade. So is it just trendy? Why do we paint the ceilings on our porches blue? Well, there's a very good reason for that. Let's go back in time a couple of hundred years when the Africans were being forced to the Americas. That's all I'm going to say about that. Some of the people that ended up in the Carolinas and then migrated down the East Coast into the South were known as the Goa or Geechee people. My cat's over here wilding in this video. The Geechee people brought a lot of traditions with them. One of them was the belief that evil spirits were afraid of the color blue, or some variation thereof. They believed that if you put blue on the ceiling or windowsills of your house, that evil spirits could not cross that because they believed they couldn't cross water. Also, they felt like if you put it on the ceiling, it would confuse the haints, or the ghosts, or the evil spirits, and make them think they were upside down, like, because the blue would be up here. And so they would get very confused and they would just pass by. They would not go into that house. Now, I have not been able to research the actual word for haint, and most people think it just means ghost or haunt, and that's actually something that my dad, who was born in Mississippi, used to say, the haints, meaning the ghosts or the haunts. That was just a southern word. However, I did find one reference that said that there was a Geechee word that is similar to haint, but I don't know what that word is. If anybody knows, please tell me in that language what. But anyway, it got translated, so whether it's ghost, haint, haunt, whatever, it means is a shade of blue in between blue and green. Back in the day, this is how they used to make that paint. When the producers would, boil indigo, they would have a runoff that they threw away that was able to be gathered by, ordinary people. And it was a soft blue color. And with that, they would mix lime to make a paint. Now, some of it was mixed with other leaves or whatever, which may have given it a little bit of a green tint. That's why it's there's so many variations of this. If you're in the South and you walk into Sherwin-Williams paint store and you tell them that you are looking for a Haint blue, they are going to know what you're talking about, and they are going to be able to show you a wide variety of those different shades. So you want to pick something that matches your house color, whether you have a cream porch or stark white or gray or whatever you're using. There is not one certain shade. So while you're sitting on your porch with your sweet tea, enjoying the beautiful weather, you don't want to be bothered by ghosts. So now I have a dilemma, because if you notice my front door at Avalon Cottage, it is bright red, like this kind of red. What is that saying to haints? Does that mean, like, come on in? Should I be painting my door blue? My windowsills? Well, I'm probably not going to change the color. But I have to wonder if that red color is an invitation to vampires. Just so you know, I never put a welcome sign on my front door. First of all, I want you to call before you come. And secondly, I know vampires have to be invited in, and you are not welcome in my house. I'm sorry. I have my limits. So if keeping spirits out of your house is not enough. Another reason that people paint their ceilings Haint blue is because for a long time they believed that because that color resembled the sky, that wasps and hornets and things like that would be very confused, and they would not build their nests up in the ceiling of our porches, which you know they love to do if you're in the South. I've actually got some videos of me killing those things. So although that was a long-standing belief, that's probably not true, because bugs their eyeballs process colors different than we do. But people still swear by it and say that if you paint your ceiling Haint blue, the wasps are not going to build nests. Well, that's enough for me to give it a try. On my back porch, I'm going to be doing that when the weather breaks and it's springtime, probably about March or April. I am going to be redoing the whole back side of my house and my porch. And I was going to paint the ceiling white, and really after researching all of this on the Haint blue, I think I may do a very pale blue. Not because I'm a believer that Haints are going to get confused and not come into my house, but it's just a Southern tradition, and it's one that I actually love, and so I'm probably going to adopt that one. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video and that you learned something about the traditions of the South. Are you interested in more traditions? Do you want to hear about that? If you had any questions about what is Haint blue, I hope you found your answers here, and I will see you next time. Bye!